忍びの時代は終わる。
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Mr. Game Freak, and today I bring to you our new and improved Versus series. I've made some improvements to the way I present the video, created an all new layout for the presentation, and overall shortened the time it takes to present it to you guys. Also remember, all units included in my video will reflect the 6540 level and proficiency stat. My review will not reflect any additional damage increased by leader skill, latent skill, stage attribute, and above or under proficiency boost. I hope you guys enjoy the new look, and a shout out to my friend Shozo and Sierranight. Shozo basically inspired me to get it together and present something good and not lackluster, and Sierranight has provided us with the research and screenshots of the test runs she did for Petra and Ilse's SP, which I will discuss later in the video. But enough rambling, let's move on to the showcase. Alright, so let's start with Petra. Petra is a Crimson unit, 4 AP cost to send out, and has the ability Small Sweeper. This ability allows Petra to prioritize small titans at all times if they're out on the field. Petra's leader skill gives Crimson units a 12% boost to their starting SP in battle, and her lane skill, Art of the Offensive, gives her a constant 15% boost to damage dealt to enemies. Moving on to special skill. Petra's SP is called White Replenishment. This skill allows Petra to deploy onto the field with boosted attack against small titans and restores the HP of all allies on the stage. Petra charges at a rate of 1.412% per second, and her SP restores 4,146 HP to ally units on the field. Petra at 6540 is outputting 4,438 attack damage, HP of 8,308, attack area of 18 meters with 2 successive attacks, flying speed of 360 and a running speed of 134, and an HP loss in air of 4.6% per second. That'll be all the info we need now for Petra, so let's move on to Ilse. And now moving on to our next unit. Ilse is a silver unit with AoE attacks, 5 AP cost to send out, and has no ability. Ilse's leader skill gives all scout units a 24% max HP up. Her lane skill, Art of the Offensive, gives her a constant 15% boost to damage dealt to enemies. Ilse also has a special skill that heals all ally units on the field, but this can be altered by the units receiving the heal due to certain conditions. As you can see, Ilse's SP heal can be affected by stage attribute boost, proficiency level, and leader or merc skill that raises HP. Ilse's SP also boosts her own HP by 1.6% as well. And lastly, Ilse's SP is limited to a 6,040 maximum HP restore. That number cannot go any higher than that. Now that we've gone over and showcased both units, we can now do our head-on comparison and ultimately pick a winner based off who has the overall better stats, how often you use the unit, and how the unit can support the squad during battle. Alright, starting off with stage 1, we see that Petra has a little more to offer with her ability and leader skill. Granted, small titans do not cause much of a ruckus, but when you're dealing with a swarm of them, even your god units will fall after a group attack. Petra's ability really shines in that category, as to Ilse, who has no ability at all. Leader skill for both of these units aren't amazing. There are other units with better leader skills for less AP cost, but in my own opinion, I prefer leader skills that affects a faction like scouts rather than just Crimson. I of course run an entire team of scouts, but to each their own. As for lane skill, they both gain a 15% boost to damage dealt to enemies, so we're even Steven there. Alright, moving on to stage 2. The SP for both these units focuses around healing all allies on the field, but each unit applies a self buff like how Petra heals the whole team but also receives a buff against small titans, and Ilse gives herself an HP boost. Now, Petra gains attack boost only against small titans and can only heal for 4,146, nothing more and nothing less. While Ilse can heal 50% of a unit's HP, but this can go higher by either having dupes in a unit that raises the HP stat, being on a stage that has attribute boost to a unit, and leader or merc skill that boost HP. Though again, the maximum amount of healing from the SP that can be done is 6,040. And now we wrap it up with stage 3. This comparison is straightforward. Petra is doing 4,438 attack damage, while Ilse is outputting 4,408. Petra does a pinch more damage but with 2 successive attacks instead of 3, meaning Ilse will land more damage for that 1 extra hit. HP will go to Ilse. She's got 10,202 HP to Petra's 8,308. That's a difference of 1,894 health points, meaning more time on the field. 18 meter AoE attack for both of them, and both units have the same flying speed, but Petra has a faster running speed at 134 to Ilse's 120. And lastly, HP loss in air. Not a big gap, but Ilse has 4.3% loss per second to Petra's 4.6%. Again, this is a slight difference. Alright, so after closely comparing these two units, I gotta go ahead and give this win over to Petra. Here's how I came to this conclusion. Petra allows swarm management and close call saves for your low HP god units that will go down quickly after a group attack from small titans. Being that her ability makes it so that she goes directly to the swarm, this will allow your god units, your traps, and field management to go way smoother. High attack units should be hitting high HP titans, not small ones. Ilse will just do her regular attacks to any titans and surely lose quickly against a striking or grabbing titan before you know it. Also, Petra's a 4 AP cost to the field over Ilse's 5 AP cost. When it comes to SP, Ilse has so much potential, but the setup to make this work past the 50% is just not worth the headache. If you take a look at your god units, they normally don't break 6.3 to 6.5k in HP, meaning if you don't get a boost somewhere, then your SP is healing for 50% of that, and honestly, Petra guarantees 4146, and that's what I prefer. Trying to set up boost in HP to gain more than 4k HP just does not seem worth it to me. And also the small boost in attack to small titans that Petra gets is a nice bonus as well. Lastly, the stat comparison is kinda easy. They don't differ much except in HP. Attack stat is pretty much the same minus a couple points to separate them. Ilse has 1.8k more HP, but they're AoE units, and they aren't meant to fight the long fight. Maybe act as a distraction, but AoE is AoE. They both have the same 18 meter attack area. Petra runs faster but loses HP in air 0.3 faster than Ilse, which again is not that big of a gap. Anyways, there's my opinion on who I felt was the better unit. Of course, if you feel different, please feel free to explain or examine other facets or strategies that you think could make Ilse more useful than Petra down in the comment section below. Alright guys, that was the versus video for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed the new format, and thanks again to Shozo and Sierranight for giving me a helping hand and just being awesome and supporting me through this. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you're enjoying my content. If you would like to recommend a versus battle for me, please leave a comment below so I can look into it. But anyways, thanks again. I'm Mr. Game Freak, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.